you. Thank you. Never. Now y'all took me out with that with Jennifer. I said, what? Hold the line, huh? I love y'all energy. It is so amazing. Oh my God, to see all y'all beautiful smiling faces and just, you look so good. You're clearly feeling good. You're feeling good. I can tell. See, the question that was on I'm so happy to see adults having, adults having fun, you know? Because so often we get caught up in all our responsibilities, you know, our stresses and all those things. So one day I think I was leaving her off, though I am having a blast on the show, and I looked at my friend and I said, hey, when was the last time you had fun? And he was like, oh no, meaning like, and I was like, okay, when was the last time you smiled? And so I wanted to ask y'all that today. Like, think outside of work, outside of taking care of the babies, like when is it that it transfers from, okay, yes, we do what we love to do as mostly, if we're blessed enough to do what we love to do in our professions, but somewhere along the lines, it's like, did you stop to think about, did you have fun today? Or what was fun in your day? You know, or, did I smile today? Well, what's the one little fun thing that I get to do today? So now that I've started a new talk show, which I love because I feed off of energy, and every time I get to come out here and feel that type of energy that y'all just gave me, that type of stuff, when I say it wakes me up like nobody's business and gives me so much life, you know what I mean? Oh my God. Another thing I love, like music. Music is my guide in everything that I do. It's my blueprint to everything. So, like if I'm in a film and it's a certain mood I need to have for a character, or when you want to get in depth to the emotional stuff, there's a song for me to tune into that. If I'm on a photo shoot or something and it's like, okay, what's the mood of this? Be perky and happy. There's a song for that. Well, now with the show, I always like, what's my ritual? I guess I'm saying, what's the ritual for that? And it's like, well, there's a song for that too. But my favorite thing is we have a spirit tunnel in the back, which we gather our own energy. Well, I don't know if our dance moves is as good as y'all's. Okay? But we have what you call a spirit tunnel, and then it's a good little song that plays, and then I come out and I see y'all and meet your energy. So I want to show you this clip of what happens backstage before I come out. And another thing, if y'all been watching the show, right? Okay, well, you may know about my affirmation mugs. Okay, so another thing I do when I get up in the day, I always have a mug when I get up every morning. And so today is, what would Olivia Pope do, y'all? All right. Now, with that applause, I know we got some Scandal lovers in the house tonight. Remember the show, Scandal? Wasn't it amazing? I love me some Olivia Pope and Scandal. That show was everything to me. You could not tell me that I was not Olivia Pope. I was like, I can do it. I could solve every problem. It's like she's like a Shiro or something. That you just call Olivia Pope and she figure it out. Well, I thought that was me, okay? And I also loved her outfits. They were so good. Remember those outfits? Listen. Kerry Washington is like, she is definitely one of my favorite actresses that I mean, I literally sit and study everything she does. Did y'all remember seeing her in The Last King of Scotland? Oh my God. I mean, you couldn't tell me that accent wasn't real. Like from an acting standpoint, she's so dope with her acting. Every time she play a different character, I'm like, wait, that's the same person? That's when you know it's good acting, okay? So if you act, you may want to study her a little bit because she is everything. I also loved her performance in American Son. Did you see American Son? And in that one, she did like a lot of like just herself. It's hard to act by yourself, right? So anytime you could do that, that's a masterclass. Y'all give her another hand. Yes, she is. She's also an Emmy award-winning producer and director. Instead of talking about her, y'all mind if we actually talk to her? Give it up for Kerry Washington, everybody! Oh my God. Listen.
So sweet. You were being so kind.
No, I love you.
I was gonna cry backstage.
You were gonna cry.
I was like, I don't know if I have the waterproof mascara on. You gotta stop talking.
Yo, you are everything, honey.
Oh, I love
As you
you.
can see, we all love you. You feel our energy?
I do. The energy.
And all the love.
But that's you. They came to see you. How amazing is Jay Hunt?
Thank you.
Right?
Do you remember when we did Jefferson's Live together?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
goodness.
You sang. You didn't sing that theme song. You sang that theme song. It was so good.
Thank you, thank you.
So good.
It was so fun. That's that's one of my favorite sitcoms ever. So
Me
to be able to
too.
do that, like, do you remember the movie we did together?
Yes, because so we were in a film called Confirmation, and it was actually my first time producing a film. It was the beginning of my production company, Simpson Street, and there was this role, and I really, really wanted you to play it, Oscar winner Jennifer Hudson. And so we sent you the script.
Yeah, Oscar winner.
Right? And we sent you the script, and when you said yes, it really was such an affirmation for me of the project and of my company, of the story we were telling. It meant so much to me that you said yes.
Well, anytime you call me to work with you, girl, I will be there with bells on. Just know that it was a dream and an honor to be able to work with you and, be in that capacity with you because, like I said, she is one of my favorite actresses ever.
Oh, thank you.
This woman is on a whole nother level, okay? Okay.
Says the Oscar winner.
Oh my God. But I was taking notes from you. The Obama's party, you went to the last one too.
Yes, you were there, right?
I was there, but how long were you there till? Did you stay late?
So, the real? What time did you leave?
See, I don't know.
That's when you know it's a party. When you don't even know
Yes.
I know I was nursing at the time, and I remember I brought my pump with me just in case. And thank God.
You
because
did?
At like 2 a.m. I was like, can somebody show me a little closet I can go and pump? Because I'm not ready to leave this party. So I was pumping in the closet and then put the milk in the fridge at the White House.
You put it in the fridge at the White House? That baby
Yes.
got some special milk.
Blessed.
That was some special milk.
Yes.
And then, I mean, come on, in our defense, we had to stay because it was the last.
It was the last hurrah.
The last hurrah. And
Ugh.
that was timeless, so we will never forget that, right?
Never.
Before they
never.
cut out. Okay, your Halloween costume. Can we take a look at this Halloween costume?
Where's
This? I take it you're a huge Lionel Richie
I'm
fan.
a huge Lionel Richie fan. I love Lionel Richie. A lot of kids growing up had like teeny boppers, boy bands hanging on their wall. I had a giant Lionel Richie poster. Yeah.
That is so good. Oh my God. First of all, did he see it?
Yes, he saw it. He reposted it, and he told me I won Halloween. So I said, only
You
for
won.
him.
You
For him.
definitely
For
won.
him.
You definitely
If not
won.
for him. I stand on his shoulders.
More with Kerry, we'll be right back. We're back with Kerry Washington. Okay, so Kerry, I'm a boy mom like you.
Oh, yes.
But I am
Boy moms.
boy mom.
Boy moms? Yes.
Baby, I am grateful that I have a boy that like cats and dogs. I am not a reptile mom.
We have lots of amphibians and reptile interest in my
What kind of
house.
pets y'all got?
We have a lizard, a leopard gecko. There he is. I don't know who that crazy lady is with him. But that's Spiral, our leopard gecko. He's so cute. Now, everybody don't look scared. He's cute.
So you don't...
Let me tell you too, it's like having 3 pets because you have to feed the superworms the day before you feed the superworms. So it's a whole circle of life thing. And so you have to feed the worms and then feed the worms to the lizard. It's a whole thing.
And how many was it the lizard?
Lizard.
How many does
gecko.
he eat? The
He
gecko.
eats about 4.
4 of them. Girl, when I was in Florida not too long ago, and it was one sitting on the patio of my hotel room. Jennifer was gone. I told that lizard, you can have this whole room. right. No. Okay. So you have two girls too.
I do.
And what is it like? Because I only have a son. So what is it like having girls?
You know, I'm an only child,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm fascinated by the sibling dynamic. I could just watch them interact with each other all day long because it's so fun for me to see that they have somebody, you know, to have somebody like that you get to witness the crazy of your family together.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were a substitute teacher?
I was.
Tell us about that.
Substitute teaching was a great job when I was like trying to get work in New York as an actor because they call you that morning and they ask you if you're free. So if I had auditions, I wouldn't go, but if I didn't have any auditions, I would go and substitute teach. And I used to do all grades, like elementary school and high school, and then after Save the Last Dance came out, the high school students were cutting class to come see Chanel teaching. And so the principal called me into his office. He said, you can't do high school anymore. So then I was only doing elementary school.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. You hit the #1 movie in the world on Netflix.
Yes, thank you.
That is the power of Kerry Washington. That is for sure.
Oh, I'm really proud of it. It's really fun, The School for Good and Evil. It's great. But you know, in my house, it's really special because I had a movie come out the same weekend as my husband, both on Netflix, and his film is #1 in the United States.
Look at that. That is awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Oh my goodness.
It's The Good Nurse.
So your new movie,
yes.
Did you do stunts or a lot of?
Yeah, I just finished doing something. It's just in Colombia. We were filming, and I had to do it was a big action movie. I've never done a big action movie.
I was
you did
wondering,
too, right?
Yeah, but look, I don't know how much more action mine was over yours. I want to
was
hear.
Like, why didn't I do this in my 20s?
Did
what
you
was
do
I
your
thinking?
stunts? I know, right?
Yeah, I did. I had a stunt person when she and I would share big stunts for sure, but I tried to do as much as insurance would let me.
Right.
And I loved it. I loved it. It was hard though.
It was scary for me because seeing the stunt people do the stunts, I was like, y'all want us to do what? Oh my God, like I had never saw it that up close and personal.
Really crazy. Being a stunt person is it's so phenomenally brave.
Yes.
The way that they put themselves on the line so that we can tell the story is really heroic.
I think they deserve a whole lot more credit.
I agree.
Right?
I agree.
More with Kerry. We'll be right back. We're back with Kerry Washington. That was a clip from her new show, Reasonable Doubt. She's an executive producer on it. Give her a hand. Y'all want to meet the star of the show? All right, let's bring her out. Please welcome Emayatzy Corinealdi. Oh my God, you are so gorgeous.
Look who's talking.
That show is everything, first of all.
She's everything.
You are everything. I was like, she's so beautiful that I tried to do my hair like her today. You see
You
my
nailed
hairstyle?
it.
You
You
came up with
nailed
a whole
it.
nother
look
fierce
good.
looking
Yes,
hairstyle. You could wear anything.
She's got one of those faces.
She does.
So can you, because you've been short too, so don't even
I
try it.
I try. I'm a different girl every day. Keep watching the show. Oh my God. Tell us about your name.
Well, my name Emayatzy. My dad is from Panama, and he wanted to name me after the story of this princess in Panama named Emayatzy. But my mom didn't like that name because she actually wanted to name me Brandy, which is also beautiful. So they had a little battle back and forth, and so he took my grandmother's name, my mother's mother, Emma, and Emayatzy, and made Emayatzy.
Beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's so gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you.
Tell us about Reasonable Doubt.
Ooh, Reasonable Doubt. And Miss Jack Stewart. You know, it's about this high-powered, bossy defense attorney in LA who's going through a lot of things in her life at the moment when we meet her. You know, she's going through a tumultuous marriage at the time. Her career, she's taking on this very high-profile case that she's, you know, trying to figure out how to navigate, you know, her children, just trying to figure out things in her life. And so we meet her at this point where she's having to face some things about herself that she may not have been aware of before. And so it takes us on a journey of figuring out who this woman is and what she's going through.
Nice. And you wanted to be a lawyer growing up?
I did. For the longest time, I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. You know,
Really?
yeah, my girlfriend and I, we had a pact in school. We had the name of our firm. It was Corinealdi and Sweeney Incorporated. We
You had a name and everything.
Done. Everything was done. But thankfully, I realized sooner than later that I really liked the drama in the courtroom. I liked the bad suits. I liked the acting.
You put the worlds together.
Yes, and I said, you know, you don't really want to do that. You don't want to have to pay for law school. You're not really about it, you know. But she did. She went on to become an attorney, and I now play one.
Yes, it works out.
That is amazing.
We have to bring her to set one day.
Oh,
yeah,
my
that would
God.
be so fun.
That would be great.
That would be cool. And Kerry, your mom wanted you to be a lawyer.
Yeah. I had no interest in being a lawyer.
No.
But she used to say to me, you know, monologues are just like closing arguments. She
That
wanted
is
me to
true.
do anything but act. She was just so afraid that I would wind up being a starving artist, you know, so she was trying to convince me to do anything.
Well, Mom, you don't have to be afraid, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You're awesome. So, Emayatzy, you have a vision board with Kerry on it?
Isn't that crazy?
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
look
manifestation.
at that.
Do y'all see this?
Oh my gosh. That is a piece of my vision board. And you know, I had Kerry on there because I've always loved her career. The choices that she made, you know, everything that she's done. I admired the journey.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's so funny though because, you know, you saw on her vision board that it said never compromise.
Wow.
And that's something that has been really true for Emayatzy. She's never done projects that aren't fantastic.
Wow.
She's really, like, I've watched her from afar and thought, wow, she makes such spectacular choices. And so actually, when we sent her the script and she said yes, that she would come in and meet, I was like, oh, we might have a show. Because if Emayatzy wants to meet, it better be good.
Yes.
So I was really, just like I said to you, just so affirming when people that you really respect say that they want to be in business with you. I love that we can kind of support one another and affirm one another.
That's amazing.
Absolutely.
And we got to keep doing that.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
make room and space for us. So, Kerry, you're directing the first episode. How is that?
It was amazing. I love directing, but I've mostly just, that's me. I mostly have directed on other people's shows and sort of fallen into what other people's vision and aesthetic is. So this was my first time getting to establish the look and the feel for the show, set the tone. We have an incredible writer's room, and our showrunner, Ramla Mohammed, is amazing. She worked with me on Scandal, Little Fires Everywhere. She's brilliant. And she asked me to direct the pilot. I was really honored and excited, and I had a blast. But when you get to work with actors of this caliber, it's just so fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Listen.
I have to put my bid in because I know I got to work with you as an actress, but I would love to work with you. You being a director one day.
God, are you kidding me?
I'm
How amazing would that be?
Is this happening right now? Is it happening right now?
Yes. It is. So I said, let me get that in there first.
Yes. I mean, listen, we could all play sisters, cousins.
Okay, we could do that too.
People have always said we look like
Y'all
each
hear this?
other.
Yes. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Let's do
You
it.
direct
Let's find
us.
it. Let's find it.
See, that's my vision board that I just put right
There
here.
you go.
Before I would
I
love to work with both of you all.
That would be so
Again,
my honor.
That
It
would be a
my
dream.
honor.
Okay, write
Okay.
that out.
Okay.
All right, listen.
Witnesses.
The season finale plus all episodes of Reasonable Doubt are available on Hulu. We'll be right back. Welcome back. November is National Healthy Skin Month, and my next guest has joined forces with Vaseline to help us all redefine how we look at our skincare. From Chicago, please welcome Dr. Caroline Robinson. Oh my God. Thank you for being here, Dr. Robinson.
Thank you for having me.
We said Chicago. We're Chicagoans, so what's
Chicago
happening in
girls.
Chicago. Right, Chantel? This is amazing. Okay, can you tell everyone what you do?
Yes. So my name is Dr. Caroline Robinson. Oof,
Have your moment. I understand.
I'm excited to be here. I'm a board certified dermatologist. I own a practice on the south side of Chicago called Tone Dermatology. And basically, as a dermatologist, I focus on any of the 3,000 skin conditions that affect
3,000?
3,000. Okay. So I treat eczema, acne, and a lot of my patients are women of color.
Okay. Wow. Can you explain what dermatology is for skin of color?
Absolutely. So skin of color dermatology is an area that focuses on recognizing conditions that disproportionately affect patients of color. And that could be anything as common as eczema, which looks different on the background of darker skin. And we need to recognize those differences so that we arrive at the correct diagnosis. And unfortunately, dermatology is also one of the least diverse specialties in medicine. So second only to orthopedic surgery. And that, the latest stat is that 3% of practicing dermatologists are African American and 4% are Latinx. So these numbers have stayed flat for years and we really need them to change.
This is informative for us all, so I'm listening very close. Okay, so why do you think some communities know more about skincare than others?
You know, I think there's a lot of issues that bleed into it, but primarily it's access, and there's barriers to access, right? Like insurance, distance to travel. I mean, how many dermatologists were in our neighborhoods growing up?
Right.
And also there's cultural barriers, right? A lot of us don't understand or recognize that dermatology is for us. I hear that a lot from my patients that, you know, I grew up and I didn't think dermatology was for me. That's kind of like luxury. But if you have skin, you should see a dermatologist.
If you have skin, I love how you said that. Tell us what you're doing with Vaseline.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. So I was brought on to advise with Vaseline on the development of a database, and this is called See My Skin. So if you do a simple internet search for eczema or acne, you'll find that the pages or images that come up are not anything that look like us.
Right.
So when that happens, you don't feel connected to the condition. You may be led down a path of misinformation or misdiagnosis, and it's very difficult for you to get past that barrier of getting to a dermatologist. Well, what See My Skin has done is linked patients with dermatologists through a dermatologist finder tool and created a database where you can type in any skin concern and find an image of someone who looks like you.
Okay, so what would you say is most important when taking care of your skin?
One of the most important things that you can do now to take care of your skin is sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Yeah, every single day.
Okay.
Every day. In Chicago, it's really hard because, you know, in the winter months, we tend to not wear sunscreen.
So we should wear it in the winter.
We should wear it in the
Oh.
winter. We should wear it year round.
Really?
Every single day. Just make it a part of your routine. That's my #1 tip. And I think that also incorporating some treatment or like serums or specific ingredients that help to repair. My top 2 are retinoids and serums that contain antioxidants like vitamin C. Those are gonna do a long effort in repairing some of our past sun damage. And then last, I would say that we shouldn't neglect our body care. That's also important. We're getting into some drier months in some parts of the country, colder months in some parts of the country, and you wanna make sure that you're using something that's nourishing for your body as well. One of my favorites is the Vaseline Intensive Cocoa Radiant. I don't know if you've tried it, but.
We will try it. Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that we needed sunscreen in the winter.
Yeah, I know.
I see, I'm learning too. You see that? Motherhood is taking notes. Okay, thank you for that, Dr. Robinson.
I'm
This is
here to help.
amazing. So happy to hear you. So, Dr. Robinson, in honor of being an inclusive beauty advocate and for your work with Skin of Color Society, our friends at Vaseline are giving you all $25,000. So congratulations. Here you go. Thank you so much, Dr. Robinson, for being here and for everything that you do. For more information, go to seemyskin.com. We'll be right back. Our next guest rose to fame in 2008 at just 17 years old on American Idol. After struggling for years with his identity, he came out publicly and showed us it's all okay to be who you are. Please welcome David Archuleta. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you.
Oh, thank you.
I feel like I watched you grow up.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, because
Oh.
you was only like 16 or 17 on
Yeah.
American Idol, right?
Yeah, I was 16.
How old are you now?
17. I'm 31 now.
31.
Yeah.
He was such a baby. Okay, and recently you came out publicly. Like, how does that feel?
It's been a process because, you know, for a while, I grew up very religious, grew up Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, aka Mormons. And for them, everything is about marriage, about being able to marry someone and procreate essentially, because then that's the closest you can become like God, creating life. And so I tried everything I could. I almost got married several times, and yeah. And they would always say, like, why are you so cold? Like, did I do something wrong? And I just, no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't desire them the way that they wanted to, the way they deserved, really. And so I was wondering, did I do something wrong? And so it's been very interesting learning how to separate yourself from, like, this is what I was taught, this is the most important thing you do, this is all that matters, and not be able to fit that mold. But I have been learning how to love myself, and it's been...
That's the important thing. Stepping away from the Mormon church, that was a hard decision you made.
Yeah, I did have to take a step away because, you know, after trying to talk to some of the church leaders and explain to them my situation, I realized there's a lot of lack of understanding with LGBT people, because when I would talk to them, you know, it seemed like the assumptions were that LGBT people, all that they think about is sex. And it's all about sex, and so people think it's an evil thing. And so you think there must be something evil about me, and I need to change this about me. And no matter how hard you try, you can't. You know, that's why I was engaged. I got engaged 3 times, and you know, they were all wonderful girls, but you just think, I'm a failure. This evil is going to consume me. And so what should I do? I don't want to be evil in God's sight. I don't want to betray him. So you start thinking, no matter how hard, no matter how much you pray, how much you fast, you start thinking, well, is it better if I I'm not here anymore. You know, you just consider, because if I'm here, this is eventually going to explode out of me and I'm going to become evil. And you don't want that to happen. You want to be good with God. And so I was praying and praying, and one day I was just praying and got on my knees, and I said, God, if you're really there, and if you really have a purpose for me, just please take this from me. Please change me, because I don't want to be a way I shouldn't. I don't want to be like this, and I don't know why I am. And I just basically heard what I understood as what was always God told me, David, you need to stop asking me this. You're asking me the wrong thing. Because I don't intend to change you. You've been spending over half of your life now praying about this, asking me to change something that I don't intend to change, because I created you like this. Yeah, and I just said, but I don't want to mess up. And he said, well, perhaps you need to do what you think are mistakes, and you're going to realize that they weren't mistakes and to begin with.
Right.
So.
Well, that took you to be, you know, brave to be this honest. What about it made you want to share it, and what did you want to share?
Well, I realized when I was going through it, and when I came out publicly, so I received thousands and thousands of messages of people going through the same thing, saying I'm the same way, and I've tried so hard to fit in, and I just don't feel like there's any way for me to belong, no matter how hard I try. And so I realized there's so many people secretly scared of who they are, and they're not bad people at all. Because when I met with the church leaders, and they're like, well, don't get married, you can get to know guys, but don't get married, because then you're just having unnatural sex. And I was just like, it's so interesting that you talk about marriage as if it's only about sex, because the way you've raised me to believe marriage is it's a beautiful partnership where you want to share your life with them, help someone progress, and help them reach their goals, create goals together, create a family, even if it's not the way that I was taught that it needed to look. You can still have a family being part of the LGBT community.
Get it, David. Happy for you.
Thank you.
More with David. We'll be right back. We're back with David Archuleta. First of all, you look adorable dancing.
Oh, thank you.
I love your joy. You seem like you're getting your life.
Thank
so
you.
Faith in Me, tell me what that's about.
Faith in Me, it was basically, I had actually written it like a year and a half ago, and it was just to be fun. It was like a fun up-tempo song about relationship. But now that I came out, I changed the verse, changed the pre-chorus to fit more where I am at in life now, changed the production, just to kind of explain the feeling of what it's like to allow yourself to love who you naturally are attracted to. And the excitement you can feel. I was like, my first song everyone knows me from is Crush, and I was like, I couldn't ever really relate to.
Right. You want something to relate to.
Oh, y'all know this song, Fun. I wanted to capture the feeling of like when you're dancing in your bedroom like no one's watching.
Yeah.
So I wanted that song to kind of,
Look at that.
yeah.
It translates, it reads.
Oh, thank you.
This is another fun part.
Yeah, that's a bedroom scene. I
That's-
like just dancing.
Getting your best life, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
living my life. Oops.
David want to sing, look.
do.
Okay, so you're kicking off your Christmas tour. Tell us about that.
Yeah,
That's
Christmas.
exciting.
Yeah, I do Christmas shows like every year.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been my favorite ones to do. I have 2 Christmas albums, so I'll be going to out west, mostly Utah, Nevada, Arizona, Texas. So
It sounds like fun. I'm gonna make sure I get to that. It's gonna be awesome.
thank you.
Now, like I said, I remember you were like 16 when you started your season of Idol. I was on season 3, and you used to watch
Yes.
me. So how were you,
I
12?
used to, somewhere around there, yeah. But I was, y'all. I'm gonna sound weird now.
Baby.
But when I was watching you, I don't know if any of y'all experienced this when Jennifer was on, but I was so invested when you were singing. And a lot of people from when I watched,
I didn't know that was coming
oh
up.
my God. But people knew me for Imagine, and the time I first started singing that song was when I watched you perform Imagine during the semifinals of your season.
Yeah.
And I TiVoed every single performance of hers, and
You
now I'm
remember
gonna
far
sound
more
really
than I do,
weird.
because I'm like, I did?
You sang
Yeah,
Imagine, and you
uh-huh.
sang I Believe in You and Me, and you sang Baby I Love You, and you sang
You better know.
you know, Circle of Life, and you sang No One Else on Earth. You sang, and then of course, you know, Weekend in New England.
Oh, you
And
know
I watched
that.
all of them.
Thank
and I was
you.
a bad kid because I downloaded them on LimeWire when you're not supposed to. That was bad, but I didn't know any better. But I was like, I need to listen to these when I'm rollerblading in my neighborhood.
Oh,
This was like my master class, y'all. This was
Thank
my
you.
prep.
you're so sweet. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for
you
having me.
are going to inspire and help so many people, being brave as you are. Be who you are.
Thank
And we love you, so thank you. Come back, okay?
Okay.
Woo, you about to take me out. David's song, Faith in Me, is available anywhere music is streamed, and you can go to our website to find out where you can get tickets to his upcoming holiday tour. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.